Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Devilfruit podcast. We're here with Joe for another filler arc,
Let's go.
doing a list. So sit back, enjoy the ride on your commute or your workouts or whatever you may be doing. It's a shorty for you.
Little shorty.
Stick around to the end. Here's number one. We're going to 5 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And what list are we doing today?
Okay, so this is a nice little sign. I'm gonna take it as a sign that our little Devilfruit family is growing, guys. We got our very first audience listener suggestion for a list. I'm pretty stoked about it.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Full disclosure, it is my sister.
Oh,
But
take it where you can get them.
she came to me with this. I did not ask for it. She legitimately was like, "Hey, check this out." And I was like, "Wow, I didn't even think you were that into anime, but here we go." Granted, she is interested in the number one pick for this list.
I would hope so.
So I'm just gonna dangle that carrot right now for listening all the way through, okay? This list is my top 5, I'm gonna say, fictional literary worlds, like classical literature, like old written storybook stories, worlds that I think should be adapted into anime.
Jeez. Okay, so
Off the wall, I know.
goddamn.
Very unique. There's so many options. And I told Ethan before we started, I was like, this list, it is revisitable. Like there
Oh,
are
yeah.
some really cool stories that I think are untapped or just haven't obviously been in or introduced into the anime medium. And if they are, if you're a listener and you know of one, send it to us. That'd be fun to figure out.
So are we talking like old, like folk tales, European folk tales of like Hansel and Gretel era and like, or like Dracula and that stuff?
We're talking when I say classical literature, I guess I should clarify. Like I was thinking things that might be in your old English class in high school, like either your classical American literature
Okay.
or some of these things go back farther than American literature for sure, but I'm thinking like books, like not exactly fairy tales, not
Yeah.
that far old,
Okay.
but something that's written in a novel, you know.
Yeah.
And you'll get an
Wow.
idea as we start this.
I hope we got some English majors out there.
Oh yeah, no, I think there'll be a pretty good mix of things, and I think you'll know a fair amount of this for sure. So don't you worry. And there's a couple modern day sprinklings in here. Okay, so don't tune out just yet. All right.
Oh, I'm not. So, okay, just to clarify,
Yes,
we got books.
we got books.
We got stories in those books.
We got stories in the books.
And we're saying these would be the top 5 stories from those pages you'd like to see made into anime, or the world built within that book put into an anime, not necessarily that story.
The good question.
Like, for example, if I said Harry Potter,
Yes.
are we watching a Harry Potter anime, or are we watching some wizard in that world, an original story?
I suppose. No, I want it. It would follow the characters that are in the story.
Okay. So we're taking this pretty much at face value.
Whether or not it's a spin-off, if it follows a side character maybe a little bit more, I'll leave that up to
Yeah.
whoever makes the anime. But but I'd
Sure,
like
I'd
to
watch a Dumbledore anime.
yeah, oh, fuck yeah, I'd watch a Dumbledore anime. Um, but, that might come up. But but, alright, jumping in to number 5, okay? This one is a little bit of a stretch, and we're gonna go through all different kind of genres on this list, okay? Let's just get that out the way. We are gonna hit a bunch of different genres.
That's very Devilfruit of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
I thought so too. Um, number 5, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Okay, this is not a book I have read.
Okay, have you ever seen the movie? Because there is
I
a
have
live
not.
action adaptation.
I have not.
Okay, quick pitch. This is like real world, well, it's historical fiction, first of all, for World War II. World War II?
Yes.
Yes,
It
World
sounds
War II.
like if it's the West Coast. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front. Yeah, World War II. Forgive me, I went blank there. I was like, wait. Literally, whenever I think, is it World War I or World War II? I ask myself, were there horses? No? Okay. Then I think,
Nope.
but anyway, yeah.
We were flying in the sky by then, baby.
Yeah, yeah. All Quiet on the Western Front, it follows a ragtag group of guys like a lot of war movies, and it follows each of them a little bit, and then it follows them together, and then it's their war story. Um the movie trailer I think says it best when it says that all the men that went and fought and died. It's called The Lost Generation. And this story is their story. So it's the story of all the different types of people that are just wiped off. And it gets deep. It gets pretty gritty, honestly. Even for an older war movie. And it gets dark. And I think that those are all things that anime is capable of excelling at. And I was thinking about it and I was like, I can't think of another like historical war anime from that era. You know? Like whenever I think of wartime or battle animes, it's either like really old with swords and like samurai or ninjas or maybe even just medieval.
Yeah.
And then there's usually like some magic involved or something, or it's like futuristic and it's military. I don't think I can think of any like World War II era or even just modern era anime centered around war.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the only one that comes to my mind, and it was pretty nondescript, was Violet Evergarden.
Enough. I know exactly who you are.
I
sure,
think was kind of that
yeah,
era.
and even that has like an era or an air of like fantasticalness, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and the only one that I could think of was Grave of the Fireflies, the movie. And that's not even like it doesn't even really center around the actual fighting. Um,
Yeah. I think a big reason for that probably is because most anime comes out of Japan, and that is not a happy time
sure.
for Japan.
Yeah, no, and yeah, I mean, the end of World War II definitely inspired so much for anime. I mean,
Yeah.
everything from Akira to even
Right.
Dragon Ball Z, I would argue, when you see explosions of the blast. Like they all are kind of reminiscent. Uh
Yeah, I remember something that was I've stuck with me forever is that something that we are all fascinated with is kind of this post-apocalyptic society
yeah,
in movies and like all kinds of fantasy. But in the real world, Japan is the only society that is truly post-apocalyptic because they had an apocalypse.
They had
you
a
know,
doomsday, basically.
yeah,
Yeah. No,
and like
I think
there's been
about
so
that
much
every now and
spin-off
then.
from that.
Hmm.
Just like what you said, like the stories reflect that in so many different deeper ways that
Yeah.
can be fun to look into, but it's also
It's
really sad.
it's pretty sad. Yeah, no. Humanity is capable of amazing things, amazing in a good way and amazing in a bad way. But we are capable of amazing, insane things.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, dude.
and I think the anime is a very good at capturing that exact twistedness sometimes if it wants to, where you know,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Anyway, so starting off the list, pretty morbid, not gonna lie.
shit.
All Quiet on the Western Front. It's an amazing story. Or even if you have the chance just to go watch the old, I think it's like an 80s or maybe even 70s movie. Check it out. It's very good. Number 4, The Count of Monte Cristo.
Okay, okay.
I love The Count of Monte Cristo. Okay. This story is all about revenge and the internal metamorphosis that comes from chasing revenge and having it last for years and decades, and then maybe realizing that you don't want revenge, or then you do, and then this thing happens and this thing happens, and there's fake names are involved. This man transforms from rags to riches and back again, almost like, and it's got mystery, it's got action. This story is the epitome of the romantic era of literature, and I think it would make an amazing, like, 12 episode
Yeah,
stint or anime. Like, or maybe even 20 or 24 if they get crazy about it, because Alexander Dumas, with his writing style and everything, there's holes that you could fill if you wanted to, if somebody wanted to take the liberty to do something like that with the story. Um, but then also, even if you just stayed completely true to it, it would be an amazing story by itself.
yeah. That's a
Um,
great pick.
yeah, yeah. I thought about there's some other ones. If I ever revisit this topic, I might throw in some more Alexander Dumas. Maybe I like him a lot. I've
Okay.
thought about if I have a son, I might name him Alexander for that reason. Not gonna lie. All right. Anyway, number 3. This one might throw some people for a loop. A lot of people I know hated reading this book. I actually liked it, and I think that anime could bring something to this story that might be lost on some people in the literature version of the story.
Okay.
My number 3 is The Old Man and the Sea.
I never read this either.
Oh, okay. This is by Ernest Hemingway. A lot of people would say it's pretty dry because a lot of it is just this old man in a boat alone trying to catch this fish, basically.
Okay.
But I think that there's a lot of room for, maybe if this was an anime movie, maybe instead of a whole series, or maybe a short series. But I could definitely see it as a movie, with all the flashbacks and all the other stuff, and I think anime has a good way of bringing what otherwise would be a boring thing, just like the most exciting or intense thing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But yeah, you never read Ernest Hemingway, or
No, my schooling experience was with literature specifically was weird because I think that looking back at it, we did do stuff where I read things like Moby Dick and The Crucible and
I love The Crucible.
um yeah, and those I'll wait to talk about Moby Dick because I think that's probably one of my honorable mentions for this.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I do think that there's a lot of bias when it comes to that in school.
Sure.
And
Kind of like tradition almost more than bias.
sure, I mean, the teacher's not going to want to talk about a book that they're not interested in for, weeks.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of whatever their preference is,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be reading. Which is, I understand, but it's also like, I feel like I don't have the reference for a lot of these kinds of books when people mention them. Like, I've
Sure.
never touched Hemingway.
Mm-hmm.
That's also something I've never sought out on my own, but I feel like a lot of people got to touch it in school and I never did.
Mm-hmm.
I also probably wouldn't have digested it like I would now if I read it,
Sure.
but
That's the way I feel about a lot of things is like, man, if I had just waited a couple years and then was told to read some of these things,
oh
it would
yeah.
it would hit me totally different.
I went back last year during the pandemic and read all the classic um like monster stories.
Oh, like
Uh
Frankenstein and stuff?
Frankenstein, Dracula, The Invisible Man,
Mm,
and those are like so impactful
mm.
to a lot of characters that we see nowadays.
Oh, for
Where
sure.
there's so many iterations of Dracula,
Yeah,
and even the Frankenstein story is done in so many new, interesting ways nowadays.
for sure.
Um,
Like who
but
is the
yeah,
man, who is the beast kind of thing.
yeah, and right,
Yeah,
exactly.
that whole I love that storyline. You see it kind of in Hunchback of Notre Dame too. Anyway, um, um, so that's number 3. I think it would make a really good like movie, if not short series. Like a lot of people say, Old Man of the Sea is just kind of boring because it's just this guy out in a boat. But there's I think a lot of areas where you could have cool flashbacks, or just through how beautiful the animation might be, it could take something kind of mundane and make it super exciting or gripping. I mean, it's not the same, but I always think about when I think of this type of thing with making a boring thing exciting. I think of Death Note and the potato chip scene. If you know, you know. Okay.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
If you know, you know.
It's like that's taking something mundane, making it way too exciting. Um, anyway, number 2, taking another shift in genres and coming up quite a few decades. It was alluded to before. We got Harry Potter.
Yeah,
I
I
I
don't see a
think
way around that.
yeah, I think a Harry Potter anime has potential. Okay. It's got to be done right, but when I think about all the different spells and when I was reading the books, the images in my heads of all the flashing lights and the colors, I don't think anything but anime can do something like displaying magic to the proper level that anime can. Like
Yeah, the
that's
possibilities are exponential compared to what you can do with visual effects.
yeah, and I mean the live action Harry Potters, they got pretty good near the end of it with their visual effects, but there's something special about animation and bringing certain things like that to life that I think is hard to grasp in other mediums. Um,
Yeah, I agree with you.
and even if it's an offshoot story, I mean, shoot, I'll watch a Dobby anime. That'll be depressing as heck, but I'll watch it. That'll be
Oh
that'll be
hell yeah!
probably one of the saddest stories ever, but I'd watch it. I'd I'd be
Jesus,
there. Um, but
I see. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I would be hard pressed to make a literary wishful anime list and not put Harry Potter on there. That's just gotta
Yeah,
be.
it's such an anomaly too, with just like the impact it's had and the world building it did.
Oh yeah,
So many other books that could have been Harry Potter, but
sure.
Harry Potter just, for whatever reason, I mean, I'm sure people have written all kinds of papers and studies on this, but
Yeah.
Man, it like gripped everyone.
Oh yeah. It is a generational phenomenon for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Going into just my one and only honorable mention. It's not even a book, but I want a Legend of Zelda anime, guys.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh
originally when
yeah.
I was forging this uh list, I was originally thinking, okay, I want this is fictional worlds. And I was like, well, Legend of Zelda was one of the first things I wrote down. And then I looked back at the request from my sister and was like, I should stick to literary stuff. But
Yeah.
hear me out.
Right.
I don't think I don't think, call me a pessimist, but I don't think Nintendo will ever allow a Legend of Zelda anime to exist. Past there's a really bad like Saturday morning Legend of Zelda cartoon where this phrase like, "Excuse me, princess."
Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard
Okay.
that?
Yeah, I have.
that okay, so that comes from that, and it was a terrible show. And
Yeah, that didn't last long.
Link was like this bratty, snotty, like somehow hero. Um,
I
and
love the idea. I mean, I know it's not canon, but I love the idea of seeing a live action Zelda someday, or
sure,
animated.
uh
Animated
huh,
would be fine too.
yeah.
And he's deaf.
Ooh,
That's why he doesn't speak in the games.
that would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be, but
I
there's
saw
so
that in
many
like a
people
Reddit
that
post
talk
somewhere
to him
once.
though. Maybe
I know,
if,
but maybe he's really good at reading lips.
but maybe there's talented people out there. That's possible.
Yeah, he
That's
can read those
possible.
glyphs. Can read those lips.
That would be really cool, actually, because in my head I was like, it'll never happen because one of the integral things to Legend of Zelda is that Link is that blank slate, right? Like
Yeah.
he's
Oh, right. You're supposed to be able to just put yourself in
yeah.
in his shoes.
So then I got the idea why this is an honorable mention because I had to get this out and I had to put this in recording and put it out there. I came up with this first. All right, you've heard it here. I want what's the word?
Prequel.
I want thank you. I want a prequel anime for Legend of Zelda. And I'm talking about like before Skyward Sword prequel. I want to see the original war between the goddess and Demise. I want to see the deities war in an anime. That would be everything to me. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
Link doesn't have to be in it, so you avoid the hurdle of ruining Link and ruining the blank slate. It would be all these other characters could pop up. Maybe we could see some cameos. We could see some homages here and there. I love it. I
yeah.
want it. I need it.
I see the Zelda franchise as just like really well cultivated soil. That's just like you can plant just about anything in there and it's gonna grow. Like
Yes.
it's gonna be good.
Yes. I
Just because the foundation is so strong now.
Oh yeah. Oh, so strong. And like so many people, like I almost play the games just to learn the story. Like I love
Yeah.
the games. I love playing them, but frankly, like the story is what really gets me to buy the next game, you know.
Sure. Sure.
Anyway. That's my honorable mention. Did you have any, Ethan, before we get into the number one?
Yeah, so I was thinking strictly literature. I said Moby Dick earlier.
Right.
I think there might even be an animated Moby Dick now that I say that, but I think that seeing that battle and kind of like the internal struggles in those characters
Mm.
animated would be great. The other thing, and I just have to say this because it was my favorite book growing up. I don't know if anyone's read it. It's the Pendragon series.
I never read it, but I know I've heard that around. I think my brother's read it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my first like fantasy series I got deep into. It's definitely for like middle school kids,
Is it like
at least
Arthur
starting out.
Pendragon? Is that what it is? Is
Uh,
it Arthur?
no, I don't think that's his name. I think that is a like historical figure of some kind, but
Oh, yeah, okay.
like a distant relative of his or whatever. But the
Mm.
whole premise of that book is that his uncle, they have a word for it, but essentially he just travels to different worlds to kind
Oh.
of help with historical events that are like really important to keep that world on track. And so he shows up at that time going through these doors, and he needs his nephew's help for this first one. And they show up, and it's like the first one they go to is like this caveman era, uh, dinosaurs and all these creatures, and like fire's a big deal and like that kind of stuff.
Cool.
But then they go all the way to from that to like super sophisticated societies, and like each story arc could be like the different worlds, and by the end there's this villain that they're chasing that's trying to derail all these worlds to cause this like big catastrophe.
So they're like the time police, and they're trying to make sure that nobody messes with time, that things happen
Yeah,
the way they're supposed to happen.
but you start to realize that the villain that's working behind the scenes has had his hands in all of these,
Yeah.
and oh, it's such a good story.
Oh, cool.
So that would be cool.
That would be neat. I love stories where you figure out that the bad guys had through little hints throughout the story that they're able to that you didn't even
Yeah,
realize were hints until the very end, and when they tell you, they're like, "Remember when this happened? I
yeah,
did that. I did this, and I did that, and this. It's so cheesy. It's done a lot, but I love it, guys.
yeah.
Um, all right, going in to number one. This is what spurred the list. Lord of the Rings. I want a Lord of the Rings anime. Okay.
I will tell you there is an animated first movie which I've owned forever.
There's some old, I don't know when they came out, but I used to watch
I
them.
don't either.
Like, it's the same people that made, there's an old animated Hobbit, and there's an
Yeah,
animated like, I think it's the Twin Towers, but it's like, or it's called something else, but it's like a mesh between a couple of the books. Um but
yeah.
but
But
yeah.
this would be awesome.
Yeah, no,
This
those
would be
those
awesome.
cartoons are definitely, they got rented a lot in my house growing up, back when you would, rent movies. Um but I got to tell you, there is actually a Lord of the Rings movie on its way. It's very early in development. Uh but it was just announced um June 10th.
You talking about the HBO show?
No, this is a movie. This is a movie. June 10th, 2021. It was announced that a Lord of the Rings anime movie was going to come to theaters from Warner Bros. It follows, it's going to be set in the same world as the new series coming out for HBO,
Yeah,
and all the movies, the live action ones that people love. But it's going to be a part of the prequel story for Lord of the
yeah,
Rings, or Middle Earth, which is totally fair, because if you ever read or look into the Silmarillion, there's so many stories that they could pick from. Like Lord of
right.
the Rings, the actual wars of everything that happens in those like three massive movies and whatnot, and just the books, Lord of the Rings, it's like a chapter in the book, The Silmarillion. Like, there's so much content that they could go off of for this series. But this movie, it's titled The War of I'm gonna butcher this. the,
Oh boy.
the, the 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 Rohirrim?
Okay, I believe that.
Rohirrim?
Hmm.
The War of the Rohirrim. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
And it is specifically said in this article that it is going to be in the style of anime,
Did
and
it say what studio it is, or is it just Warner Brothers?
it just says Warner Brothers right now.
Okay, because I will say Warner Brothers is a dark horse. I don't know what studios they've been using for the most recent Batman animated movies they've been making, but they rip. I mean, they are really good.
Did they do Batman Samurai or Batman Ninja?
That was Warner. I mean, Warner Brothers did produce that. I don't know what studio they used to actually, create the animation, but
Right, because that was great.
oh, it was so good. And even the one that's coming out, or just did come out, The Long Halloween.
Oh,
Dude.
okay.
I mean, it's one of my favorite Batman comics, but they also did do very well.
Got you.
Yeah.
But
All the
yeah,
villains come out on Halloween. That's really what it is.
so this is on the same table as all the Peter Jackson films, and they specifically said that they are trying to do anime with the strategic reason of bringing Lord of the Rings to a different type of audience and trying to expand the series reach.
Yeah. It's probably also an advertisement for the live action stuff.
Oh, probably. I'm
Because
sure at
this-
the end of the article they mentioned that that's coming up too, maybe. But
Yeah. Because these animated series, and this is what frustrates me, is that they're willing to put so much money into these live action series,
oh yeah, millions.
and the animated series don't cost nearly as much, and are sometimes just as good or better. You know what I mean? So like,
Oh, you think it's like a part of the campaign?
I think that they're doing this
boost?
specifically because they want to bring more attention to Lord of the Rings and make people hungry for the live action.
Ooh, it's
Series.
possible. I'd have to look more into the timeline of things. I don't know when the series is set to come out. But this one is like very early. Like they only have the title. Like that's all they have.
Okay.
But
Maybe it's coming out later on then.
yeah, maybe.
I'm stoked though.
But dude, I am so excited. We got magic. We got massive battles. We got characters that are deep and complex. We got history. We got lore. The Lord of the Rings and anime. Let's go, guys. I am so hyped. Thank you, Elsa, for requesting this list. Hope you enjoyed, Else. Other than that, I think that wraps up my list. How are you feeling?
That's a
You
solid
ready?
top 5. That's a solid top 5.
Thank you.
I can't think of a better number 1.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Signing out. We'll see you in the next one, guys.
One podcast, rule them all, baby.
So, if you want to keep up with the Devilfruit Gang and all of our going abouts, head on over to Instagram. Give us a follow over at Devilfruit Core. That is CORP. And we are also brand new to TikTok. We got some fun stuff up on there if you want to go follow us over there. And if that's too much, just head on over to the Devilfruit Podcast website. That's www.devilfruitpodcast.com. And you can find links to everything there. Links to our social media, links to other places to listen to the podcast. You can find our chart of all of our past rankings of animes that we've watched. You can find a link to send us an email directly to us. Get in touch with us. Let us know what you think of the show. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you have your own suggestion for a top 5 anime-related topic list that you want one of the hosts to conquer? Whatever the message, we'd love to hear from you.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
One podcast to rule them all.